Hi Girlypops! Welcome to the Bexi region. I'm Professor Summers, and you're currently in my university here in Shala City, a small but busy city. So, tell me, what made you enroll?
I'm here for the free tuition and just vibes.
I'm here to discover more about the performance aspect of Pokemon and how I can become a great Pokemon contest idol. I want to be the greatest Pokemon trainer and destroy everyone else with my fierce pop Pokemon team. Love that for you. Gag it. Sounds like you're more than ready to take on this region. Welcome to Shala City.
Thank you for everyone's support from my last video. The Girlypop region continues. It's called the Bexi region because it's rooted on the word Becky or Bex, a popular Philippine colloquial term for a gay man or the gay community, often used interchangeably with Bekimon or gay lingo. In other contexts, Becky can also refer to a feminine name of Hebrew origin. To the people who commented name suggestions, thank you so much. It definitely helped in polishing the name of this region. And maybe I can use those names in another aspect of the Bexi region. Welcome to the Shala City, a small but busy community. People are busy working hard and chasing their dreams and becoming a big name or contributing to something big. So, in Shala City, it's the most typical city of the Girlypop region. That's why we're starting here in this region. It contains the early route Pokemons, the Pokemons we will commonly see throughout the region. But don't get it twisted. Nothing here is common. Let's get into it. Let's start off with the sketching of the Pokemons all together. This will help in creating harmony between these Pokemons. It is so that I can make sure that they relate to each other, and that they really do interact with one another when we imagine them in the tall grass and wild areas of Pokemons. My intention here is that just by these 4 early route Pokemons, there is already a mini ecosystem, a food web that is going on between them. A prey and predator moment. It just makes it feel more natural and alive. Girl bye. I'm talking about using the word natural, but nothing about these girls are natural, honey. Wait, did that come out right? It kinda sounds like they're unnatural and got experimented on. Or maybe got work done. Or maybe it never came off that way. That's on me. Point is, we got a bird that looks like a purse, and a larva that's low-key shaped like a spray bottle. These Pokemons are meant to show a bird eat bugs type storyline. We'll get into that deeper later. And as we can see, we also have a cat eat mice storyline on the other hand. But when we lay out these concepts later, there will be layers regarding this storyline, because this is what? The Bexi region. The unifying theme here overall is again, they're all related to the wide range of the Girlypop aesthetic. But these early route common Pokemons are kind of typical, stereotypical, and essential needs that you'd maybe want to travel with throughout this region. We have a fluffy cuddly cat that will keep you company, a larva Pokemon that will keep you smelling good, and a purse bird that can help you carry your stuff. The mice is kind of the outlier here, but we'll see what they have to offer later because she definitely has something to offer, alright? What do we think of these early route Pokemons? Are we enjoying them so far? Let me know by liking the video. Let's start with the early route mammal, the one that fills in the role of someone like Zigzagoon, Sentret, Squovet, or Bidoof. They're very charming, cute, and something you'd relate to commonly in the typical world. They're the ones you'd maybe see as pests, someone that would steal your food, ruin your crops, and maybe they're too cute so you're charmed into just letting it be. This one is inspired by something that I mentioned from the last video, which is the Disney Princess Palace pets. I was so obsessed with these toys back then when I was like 13, though I actually never got a hold of them. I couldn't really get those when I was younger, and they're not as easy to get like My Little Pony or Littlest Pet Shop, who became McDonald's Happy Meals. But I had a short phase of obsession with them. I try to consume every content this franchise has pushed out with the webisodes, and I'd watch unboxing videos and toy reviews because that was my way of connecting to a toy I couldn't really have. Now, going into the design, it's not just a kitten. It's a plush-like, doll-like kitten. I know it's kind of similar to Skitty, both being round, pillow-like Pokemons, but the direction of this evolution line will be completely different. And also what sets this apart is Dollikit is fluffier, and it's inspired by the brushable tails the Palace pets have. Specifically how thick and fluffy it is, and its tail direction flowing upwards and very voluminous. Dollikit, the kitten Pokemon. Dollikit's fur feels like plush fabric, causing it to be mistaken for a stuffed toy. It flutters its soft ears and swishes its brushable tail to draw treats and affection from trainers. In this evolution line, and the other Pokemons we'll see later, there's going to be misdirections. A gag, honey. The Pokemon we expect to be the land mammal have some avian to them. A flying cat Pokemon, or basically, it's Meow. Actually, I did have in mind for Meow to possibly be a part of the starter trio. I always wanted a magical winged Pokemon to be part of the trio, but Booglemare is just a superior choice in my opinion in filling in that role. Wait, was that shade toward Miss Meow over here? Oh sorry, Miss Diva. I think this Pokemon line is actually perfect, so that we have a Meow flying everywhere. And low-key, she is a perfect Girlypop HM slave. She can fly and maybe have strength or something, have cut. So if you're running a Girlypop block, this one's hard to eliminate from your team. Now, let's talk about the design process. This was definitely a little bit of a struggle because I had to balance in keeping it cute but keeping the design convention of a middle evolution Pokemon, which is slightly awkward since it's the transitional passage of the starting to the final form of the evolution line. I was planning on making it shaped like a Squishmallow because we already have the plush toy storyline, but it makes it feel too much like it became another starting evolution. So maybe we can plan another Squishmallow inspired Pokemon in the following video. Let me know if you have any ideas towards that. Strigeline, the Meow Pokemon. This Pokemon possesses silent feathered wings and a playful spirit. It can rotate its head nearly 270 degrees to keep a wide-eyed, innocent gaze on its surroundings, ensuring it never misses a moment of attention from its favorite people. We made it to the final evolution. This winged cat has now become very angelic, something heavenly. Right from the get-go, what I had in mind is a bipedal magical girl cat, but at the same time, it is an angelic being. So I was torn on how much I would make this Pokemon human-like. I was honestly thinking of piggybacking off Lopunny and having this diva with a small waist and like push the femininity of this design. But I think we should do something similar in another video. Comment down below if you have any ideas in that aspect. My intentions in designing this is making it feel like it has become something beyond human comprehension. Like yes, she's beautiful, but it's something unusual. It's meant to go off the trope of biblically accurate angels. Not the shapes of those angels, but the concept of it being shaped into something uncomfortable or also gives off a holy aura at the same time. That's why she's kind of like a raptor or a cat fused together. And honestly, it reminds me of this meme. Anyways, I'm talking about how this is a wholly majestic creature, but we gotta tone it down because it is just an early route Pokemon. Like it's some common stray cat. And through hard work and love is when it evolves into something quite powerful. This would get into maybe level 40 To make this big evolution something you have to work hard to get. Still, I integrated some plush, pillowy soft features for this evolution. Because at the end of the day, you got her because of her soft, huggable presence. And that still remains till the end. A great mixture of cuteness and fierceness. Perfume, the mystic cat Pokemon. A graceful predator that navigates the sky with divine elegance. It is known to pursue Morset with clinical precision, striking in an instant before disappearing from view. Few ever notice its presence until it is already gone. What do you think of Dollikit's evolution line? I really like it a lot. Though yes, it evolved into quite a big, fierce winged cat, overall the vibe is cute and quite silly. This is definitely for the soft girl trainers. This one's the prey of Perfume, Perfume's favorite catch. As you can see, Perfume and the small mouse, Morset, have quite a similar color scheme. It plays off the concept of you are what you eat. The reason why I went with this design is so that this mouse looks like a marshmallow, because Morset is a bite-sized treat. It looks and tastes like so. This Pokemon smells like vanilla. They smell good despite being a street rodent and a pest that is quite invasive. I think the vanilla smell helps them hide with how many girlypops like vanilla perfume. I'm looking at you, girls and twinks, wearing Cloud by Ariana Grande. The vanilla smell is what Perfume likes the most. A cat, owl, pillow feline diva would want to feel their French vanilla fantasy when filling up their stomach. Does that make sense, or I just wanted to do a Valentina reference? The challenge here is how to avoid making it look like every other mouse or rodent Pokemon. Honestly, this one is most similar to Mousehold, but not that similar, which I hope that also translated also the same to you guys. Morset, the rodent Pokemon. Morset emits a surprisingly sweet vanilla-like aroma from their fur. Because they lack natural defenses, they stay close to the ground and rely on their incredible hearing to run at the first sign of danger. Here we go again, girlies, going against what is expected. This evolution answers the question, how does Morset become pests that can be quite invasive? Well, they're protected by their evolution, Biltox. If you guys read the rest of the Pokédex entries from my last video, I actually give the last evolutions a unique ability. I'm doing the same with this one. Biltox has poison warning. On entry, surrounds the team with a veil for 4 turns. Opponents making contact become poison. The storyline here is that Biltox is their alpha kind of? Or is it Sigma? I don't really understand those concepts in terms of the animal or man community. See, I have no idea. Point is, this one's the anti-hero, Robin Hood type Pokemon. It's a little bit inspired by the Prowler from Spider-Man, specifically the one from the Spider-Verse, just to get my reference right. Funny story here, I was googling words that mean yummy or like bite size for the name Morset, and what I got was Morcel, which Morcel means a small piece, bite, or fragment of food, often implying it is a tasty or high quality treat. But I had to Google, what does Morse mean? Just a random thought. Well, Mors is the Latin noun for death, and the personification of death in Roman mythology. That's spooky, innit, diva? That spooked me. And that's why the sweet vanilla mouse had to become spoiled and poisonous. A great contrast for the kind and angelic aura of Perfume. And also, this one's inspired by the rodent that is the bilby. Because I remember Jenna Marbles' Easter video with her dogs where she said something funny about the Easter Bilby of Australia.
The Easter Bilby gets a knife and murders children.
Oh my god.
The Easter Bilby gets a knife and murders children. Everything just fell perfectly into place with this one. Beltox, the anti-hero Pokemon. Though feared for its aggressive appearance and toxic fur, Beltox is actually a silent noble guardian. It often lingers near Morset colonies, fending off attackers. Because it rarely shows emotion, many people mistakenly believe it is looking for a fight when it is actually just standing watch. I really like this one a lot, y'all. Would you guys think this was my fourth idea when conceptualizing initially? Like the last minute. Because the original plan was just a 3 evolution lines in this video. But I think Morset and Beltox perfectly tie them in overall. Would you catch Morset and Beltox? Especially with their cool ability? Let me know in the comments down below. This third Pokemon evolution line fills in the common bird trope that Pokemon regions have, the bird representative. And since she's the representative of a certain trope, Diva, she has to represent Girlypop well. While forming ideas in my mind, I was thinking randomly bird, Shopkins, and bags. Just randomly. It's quite different ideas in it. I was thinking of Shopkins because I remember having legit Shopkins. I think my cousin left it here then forgot about it. Or maybe she doesn't really care about Shopkins. But I had it when I was a kid. And then I forgot about it. But then I found it again. Just as I was preparing to make this video. And it's actually with this laying chair thing Shopkins. It's called the Poppy Patio Lounge Chair Shopkin. But we're focusing on this purse. That's when I had the idea. Bird purse. I honestly didn't know how I would go about it, but I think I made it work. The wings served as the purse's closure or like flap. See what I did there? And on its head, it has a headband that looks like a purse clasp. Now, in terms of personality, since we put our valuable stuff, our essentials in our purse, Percy feels the same way. They'd feel the need to have valuables, shiny stuff like coins or jewelry. That's why creating the shapes for this Pokemon, I made it like a round, small, and annoying thing and somewhat mischievous. It's also inspired by a magpie bird, which are falsely accused as thieves. But hey, these birds look cool and yeah, magpies aren't thieves, y'all. I'm not trying to say they are. I hope you guys don't take that in with my purse bird Pokemon. Percy, the collector Pokemon. These Pokemon migrate to bustling cities every year, drawn by the glitter of urban life. They are experts at finding lost coins or jewelry on busy streets, tucking their treasures away into specialized pouch-like wings to carry back to their nest. Here we go again with the Girlypop region going into a different direction. The mammal became the flying type, and here the flying type does not become the flying type anymore. Percy loves the ground so much and the treasure it contains, they had to become bigger and stronger to carry all the many shopping hauls they have with their trainer. This one would definitely evolve uniquely. I'm thinking, since Percy has the pickup ability, they evolve when they pick up 10 items and have high friendship. Then are allowed to evolve by maybe like level 25, evolving into Hallloom. A combination of the word haul like shopping haul, yes, let's go shopping, and Plume, a long feather. Now, let's talk about the design direction. This one's inspired by the cassowary, which are known for being the world's most dangerous bird due to their defensive, sometimes deadly aggression. They are quite territorial, similar to this Pokemon being protective with their treasures. I think I made this design become the fierce diva that she is. I was honestly conflicted at first in some parts of the design because it might not feel like Pokemon, but I had to completely disregard the idea so that the uniqueness can push through, and then I polished it. That's quite a helpful tip. Don't try to limit yourself when getting something unique out of your brain. Be messy, because you can always clean it up later. The pearl necklace and gemstone necklace spilling out felt risky for me, because I thought it might ruin the Pokemon-ness of the design with the human objects attached. But I think it actually helped bring out its personality. So I'm very happy with how this one is turning out. Another one that I had a hard time is how I'd mix a big purse and characteristics of a cassowary. In the end, I think I found the perfect balance of it being natural while having characteristics of a purse. Though some parts feel too pasted on, I'ma just disagree just cause you could say some parts feel like it's pasted on, but overall the design is great, so I really don't mind. Haloom, scavenger Pokemon. Haloom has traded flight for the strength to carry massive hordes. It is often seen working in shopping districts, hauling bags in its pockets, and keeping at least 2 shiny souvenirs. It feeds on Dupuff, but always keeps its gemstone tail as its prized souvenir. What do we think of this evolution line? Are we living for it? You're dying for it. Get off my back. I'm kidding. This is an unexpected hit for me. It's very fierce, but also a sense of comedy with the flying type becomes ground because of their obsession with trinkets and shopping. How about you guys? What do you think of Haloom and Percy? Let me know by commenting down below and liking the video. We have made it to the final evolution line of the early route Pokemons. The intention here is, this one is the bug the bird Pokemons snack onto. Especially Haloom. Obsessive with gemstones and all. This one represents the perfume bottles, specifically the bougie pretty ones, which are called flacons. A specialized, often luxurious perfume bottle, typically made of high quality glass or crystal, used for holding perfumes. The other aspects of this Pokemon that inspired this design is the drag queen Dawn, which was from season 16. She's just an icon and I love her style so much. I love drag creatures. Alternative styles are just something I resonate with. I especially resonate with Dawn's aesthetic, which is kooky, spooky, silly, conceptual, never before seen. She's not just here to create female illusion, but also to go outside the box, which is another aspect of being girly pop, to push the envelope. Dawn's style definitely influenced its color scheme and the big eyes. For now, it is blue because it helps them blend into the water they float on, and the gem attracts Pokemon. And when they get too close, they get sprayed by water. Dupuff, the dewdrop Pokemon. Dupuff lives near crystal clear ponds, floating gently across the water's surface. When threatened, it blasts a high-pressure stream of water from its gemstone-like tail to startle predators before drifting away to safety. Dupuff now evolves into its cocoon, filling in that metapod silcoon cascone trope. I shaped it like the actual flacon is shaped. This one is honestly also giving Shopkins, which I live for. This is the perfect way to combine the flacon and cocoon concepts. Cocoons are shaped like cocoons, which is kind of like jelly beans or something. And flacon is easy to manipulate into being that shape and also signifies that it is a cocoon. The gem has now moved on top of its head, kind of like how metamorphosis happens. I saw videos of it and it looks like their bodies are getting smushed and mixed around. And the dawn eye makeup stays in this one, but with its eyes closed. How do they battle? Based on vibes, diva. The color scheme has now become very pink and purple, getting in a storyline that will evolve into something very girly pop. And we still keep that crystallized shading. The purple fluff covering the below part is meant to emulate how luxury perfume is modeled alongside some fuzzy, fluffy, pretty cloth. Flacoon, Cocoon Pokemon. Though it remains motionless while developing, Flacoon is far from defenseless. It senses movement around it and releases thick clouds of irritating mist and spores when danger approaches. Now we have made it to the final evolution, y'all. Are you guys ready? This is Fragranza. This name feels like the most name-like name of all. It could pass off as a drag queen name. She's Fragranza because she is just fragrance and extravaganza. Would you guys agree that many, I'm not saying all, but many girly pops love using status moves? There's a certain performance aspect to it, a form of entertainment when you paralyze them or put them to sleep. That's what this evolution line is rooted on, the concept of using different powders and spores to cause status moves, to annoy your opponent. They use leaf powder, poison powder, stun spore, aromatherapy, sweet scent, powder puff, and many more. I personally like using these, especially when a Pokemon has keen eye, compound eyes, or is holding a wide lens. We now have the status diva of the group. Oh Fragranza, the icon that you are. Fragranza is an amalgamation of a perfume bottle, a puss moth, and Dawn's finale runway look, which is so big and crazy and kooky. I love the color scheme so much. With its wings, I wanted to make it feel like it's flying with misty magical wings. Like it's not just for flapping. The magic is what makes them float. It's a little bit inspired by the sea angel, which is a beautiful creature just like Dawn is. Fragranza, Perfume Pokemon. This Pokemon is a celebrated icon of beauty, famous for the mist it sprays from its wings that acts as a natural high-end perfume. Friendly and refined, it enjoys visiting people just to make them smell pleasant, using its precise vision to target and soothe any nearby stress with its scent. Here's the evolution line of Dopuff altogether. In my opinion, the Cocoon low-key outshines, but I don't mind. Happy to make an iconic Cocoon Pokemon. What do you guys think? Would you catch Dopuff? Let me know in the comments below. Let's have one final look with them all. Do you like them? Starter updates. Update time. We're just gonna have some quick tweaks, updating y'all with the changes. Little creature and Cereal Sunny finds that it doesn't have enough red. And I totally see that. I was a little hesitant honestly, because fire so red is a little typical, but it's important for me to listen to suggestions and try it out. And I did not want it to just be redder, so I did a red gradient instead. I really like it, so thank you for that suggestion. It adds more to its idol personality, and low-key giving early 2000s YouTuber, which I live. Fortissihowl, the pop star Pokemon. Fortissihowl channels both heat and electricity through its voice, producing dazzling performances that can illuminate entire city blocks. Its songs are said to stir intense emotion, drawing crowds that move perfectly in sync with its rhythm. Now for Mantipunch, I understand that the middle to final is quite a big change, but I honestly don't mind. I actually really like that. It's giving Torracat to Incineroar or Killadin to Chestnut. But I really like Fakemon's idea of adding a cape to Mantipunch, to add dramatics and really push that performance aspect of this trio. Fakemon is a really good channel, by the way. Go check him out if you haven't. Mantipunch, the boxer shrimp Pokemon. Mantipunch strikes with blinding speed, delivering rapid punches that grow faster with each hit. Its claws are specialized for striking rather than gripping, making it a relentless offensive fighter. It punches so fast that they can create shockwaves in the water, overwhelming opponents before they can react. Thank you all for your criticisms and suggestions. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much everyone that has commented. Each of your comments I take it to heart, and I do plan on making most of the suggestions come true. But I don't want it all to just be in this one video, that's why I didn't use them all. The one I have on top of my head is the Kids Bop Pika clone. That's a great idea, and I will definitely do something about that. Thank you so much, by the way, in getting the last video in 2,000 views. That's crazy. I've never done anything like that before, other than my shitty ass intro video, which has 3K views. Guys, we need to beat that. The rest of the videos I uploaded after that intro video, it flopped, so I've never had this much of a hit before. Anyways, another thing, this channel may have been past 8 years old, but it's only now that I kinda grasp this YouTube thing. If you guys saw from the comment section in my last video, I pinned that because almost every single comment was like disappearing and like getting deleted, and I don't know why. I have some thoughts, but I don't know if I can talk about it and like voice it out. So that's why we're doing the outro like this, with your comments screenshotted. Like most of them, I really hope I put it here because I really don't want those comments to get lost again. Anyways, before I end this video, I just want to inform you guys, college can get crazy, especially when you're 1 year away from graduating. I'm so happy to have pushed out 4 big videos in a span of around 2 to 3 months. But if college slaps me in the face and tell me to focus, I'm gonna have to focus. There's a lot of effort put in my videos, and I'd like to keep it that way. So I will push out another video when I absolutely can. I don't want to push out videos when I'm not in the best condition. I don't want to put out bad content, okay? This channel will not be going anywhere. I am planning to expand this Bexi region. Maybe do it like episode style, like this is the episode 2. And then the following episode, we can do it like city by city, or like gym leader by gym leader. So that could result in maybe 8 more episodes, and that's it. I like series in having an ending because it feels satisfying. Or do we not want this to end? Anyways, this series would probably end in 3 years. I don't know. I don't think I could push out 8 more videos this year. I'm not sure. If I go on a hiatus, please just continue to support by interacting in this channel. I'm doing my best so that my videos has rewatch value. Does it have rewatch value? I hope it does. Love you guys, and have a great rest of your day or night.